Get ready for sports, news, and entertainment. All right here, your 7 minutes with Simmons starts right now.
Dude, beef Wellington can be deadly, and I don't mean tasty like Gordon Ramsay deadly. Welcome back to the podcast. Today, it's episode number 38. I hope you all had a fantastic 4th of July weekend and a fantastic Canada Day, just nudging the needle a little further back. With both Canada Day and Independence Day behind us, it's time to get back to reality. And with today's episode, the cold nature of our reality sometimes can be wild, and we have a story just like that to dive into today. But before we go any further, I wanted to extend a thank you to my listeners. The same one that I do every episode just doesn't seem to be enough. I want to make sure to put it in writing. Put it in words. I don't know how to, I want to make sure that I let you know how I feel. I really do appreciate your attention, your engagement, and all your comments. I love to read them. Always a good time for myself to stay involved and interact with you guys. And on that note, I have an idea. Let's do this going forward. Let's open up a question forum in the comment section below. If you ask a question, it will be answered in the following episode. I think that's kind of a cool idea. I want to establish, some kind of communication between myself and the listeners. So let's give that a try. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, jokes, stories, anything, leave it down in the comment section below. I'll be sure to address it or answer it or provide my opinion, provide my commentary, and turn it into something. I think that will be kind of a cool way to develop some kind of personalization here to this podcast. So let's give that a try. If you guys want to start it with this episode, feel free to leave something down there for me to read. I appreciate that. But let's dive in head first into today's story. This is a wild one. Sinister news out of Australia. A beef Wellington has killed 3 people. Yes, you heard that right. A food item was poisoned with another food item that killed 3 people. What a story. And we'll dive into it. But for some reason, I had a flashback, like just right now, of the Hannibal Lecter and the Jeffrey Dahmer stories. Obviously, food being involved in those, totally different, right? Totally different circumstances. This is about consumption as opposed to poison, but still sinister. And let's hit the headline here. Reports out of Melbourne have littered the paper this morning with the story of a woman by the name of Erin Patterson. She was found guilty in court this morning of murdering her husband's 3 estranged relatives by deliberately serving them poisonous mushrooms inside the filling of a beef Wellington. Now, the 3 people killed were her parents-in-law, Don and Gail Patterson, and Gail's sister, Heather. All 3 were floored following the meal and died at a hospital following the 2023 meal at her home in Leongatha. Now, this was 2 years ago. So we've been waiting for this trial. The story has gripped Australia, and today, finally, justice was done. Her husband, also Ian Wilkinson, was also at that table and managed to survive the meal, being the only survivor of the vile Wellington that was doused with death cap mushrooms. Now, the trial was one to see. Talk about a battle. The presence of the death cap mushrooms were never in question, but the deliberation was occurring over the intent. Was there intent to kill her? Did she know what she was doing? Was it malicious? Or was she just another clueless individual who went out foraging for mushrooms and accidentally picked up one that was poisonous and cooked with it? But, if you dive into the evidence here, it plays a vital role. She actually, there's tons of circumstantial evidence. I mean, you take a look here. She actually sent her children out to a movie to remove them from the event. That was prior to the dinner. Also throughout the trial, she had claimed she did not own a food dehydrator. She had never used one before. She had never seen one before. Evidence later in the trial would show that she actually had purchased one, used it, and then disposed of it in an attempt to bury evidence. So that's another strange one. Also, weird and funky in temperature, Patterson did not get sick alongside the rest of her guests that day. another clear telltale sign. She claimed she had an eating disorder. She threw up immediately after the meal, leaving her safely without any poison in her system. But, you know, like, really? Like, who's gonna believe that, right? Like, you know, if you got enough time, you got 2 years since this meal, you got a long time to plan your defense. I say she's guilty to me. Black and white. And the jury agreed after 9 days of deliberation. A unanimous verdict was returned. She's going to jail. Patterson is behind bars, a sick mind who sickened her family. She'll spend the majority of the years ahead of her behind bars. Now, she faces life in prison and awaits her sentencing hearing. That's coming up. But she was found guilty this morning in the end of one heck of a story out of Melbourne. I mean, this makes me concerned. Like, I'm worried about, like, I'm never, ever foraging for ingredients. I'll tell you that right now. This has scared the daylights out of me. Like, I mean, first of all, I think I would probably be smart enough to not pick up like a poisonous mushroom. I mean, for like, what? Hold on a sec. Like, if you picked up a poisonous mushroom, would it not like spread hives all over your skin, or like, is it just the one that you ingest? But I don't know. I'm never foraging for anything. Moral of the story today, folks: do not forage for mushrooms. Buy them from the store, or just don't cook. That's my strategy. That usually works for me. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate your listening. As always, be sure to leave a comment down below. Let's try and get some kind of interaction going from here on out. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy. We'll see you next time. Peace.